Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect, the Let's Play with Rambler. Right then, we now need to just speak to a few other people. I think we need to speak to Garrus and Rex. I think we did speak to Ashley before we ended the video last time. It has been a while. So let's go speak to Garrus first and see what he has to say.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
You knew?
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like.
Of course you do.
Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
You shouldn't complain. No, it's not that bad.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
Really? That was your reason?
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Forget about it. Nah, it's tough to say.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC.
Right, okay.
Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Well, that depends, but to be honest with you, the way I play the game, yeah, we're pretty much just going to go in guns blazing for the most part, unless a mission tells us otherwise. But even so. So, yeah, I will pretend to be coy, but really, you are quite correct. There is little red tape.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
It's okay, Garrus. I wasn't really telling you off. It's just I have to be the commander. I have to be the leader. I have to put people in their places. It's not a good job. It's not a nice job, but someone's got to do it. You, on the other hand, though, you could probably beat me up with just a touch of your reptilian toes and fingers, so I'm a little scared of you, but like I said, Rex is pretty cool, so...
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
Personal inquiry. Tell me your
What's your
anus
story,
size.
There's no story. Go ask the
Awkward
Quarian
pause.
if you want stories.
Ah, come on.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. My bad, that was unfortunate.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It isn't?
It seems pretty much the same to me.
Well, no, because they can't
So
reproduce.
your people were infected with
Yeah,
a
I was about to say,
genetic
yeah.
mutation. An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth.
Well, you do replicate
And
pretty damn
suppose
quick
it's
from what things have been
destroyed
said.
Your entire species.
I see your point.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I won't.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
Oh?
The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
So what is it?
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Well, there is a lot of fantastic poon out there. I can't really blame them. Perhaps they're more likely to be more successful in reproduction via other people? Don't know. Don't think that's how it works.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
That's your own fault. If you're going to hire yourself out, go into combat situations, you're more likely than not going to get killed at some point. Not just like straight away or anything, because I imagine you're very competent in fighting stuff, but yeah, a lot of them won't come back. And maybe they just don't come back because they're having the time of their lives fighting things anyway, so why would they want to come back?
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. made it.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they? Yeah, I forget.
All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far.
Well, you are pretty ugly.
Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
What?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
Yeah, it's a good point. But then again, you could try. Might as well.
Would he rather find
All you got to do is just
a
read some
gentle
books
age or fight
and just
for
do the
credits?
experiments and shit that people have written
Choose
down, and you'll be
fight
fine.
every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Well, that's what you say, but a lot of self-help books say you can. Although I do admit a lot of the self-help books can go kiss their own asses, but even so.
So long, Rex.
Bye, Rex. Cool. Alright, well, we've done that then. We've talked to Ashley. Bit of background on the characters. I mean, again, we're getting to know our crew. That's the main thing. That's the requisition officer. We don't really need to talk to him for now. I think we've pretty much talked to everybody. So, who have we got to talk to then? That's the thing. I better go back onto my journal. Find out what's going on. Go to missions. You've proven Saren is connected with the Geth. Oh, I've done that. Council has received reports of Geth interest in the corporate research colony of Novaria. Council needs to know why. Liara Sony. Ah, yes, the Asari. That's our final member of our crew we've got to go get. I think that's story related. An Asari archaeologist famed for her knowledge of the Protheans is being sought by Saren. Her last known location was somewhere in the Artemis Tau cluster. And the Geth have attacked the world of Feros. Your primary objective is to go to the Zoo's Hope colony to investigate what Saren is after and why he sent his Geth troops to the planet. And then we've got all these sorts of things. The Gambler, which nobody's really commented on, so we'll leave that for now. You've been approached. You discovered strange with some sort of biotic commune. Okay. So yeah, these are all the different things. Right, okay, so basically, what we've got to do then is, I think, just pretty much actually now go traversing space. That's what we got to do. Did we go down here and talk to these people before? I forget.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
Did she bother you?
Tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Well, she's useful.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
No, let's talk about the shit
Fill
then.
me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat.
Yeah, I was going to
Cook
say,
us
yeah.
inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space.
Well, that makes sense
Most
because everything's so
vessels
far
rely on
away and space is
scanners.
pretty
As long as
big.
the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us.
Unless they've got a really
Unless we
long,
accelerate
fancy
to
telescope.
FTL speeds.
Like pirate ships. Arr. Will they have space telescope pirate ships, do you think? I think they should.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Yeah, but the technology actually sounds pretty primitive, so I'm not saying it's not difficult. It's difficult to capture all that excess energy and trap it for a bit, but I'm sure lots of alien species with a competent brain and an understanding of physics will probably have found a way to do something like that in the meantime.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
But let's just assume they have.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed, and she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
Tantalus.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Well, that's good to know.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Fair enough. Okay then, Adams.
Carry on, Adams.
Appreciate the chat there. Right, so yeah, we definitely didn't do that last time. That makes sense. Oh, it's Tali. We can talk to Tali. We haven't talked to her yet.
Ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small.
Well, I didn't do it. The engineers did.
I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Well, that's only because we discovered alien technology like a lot of other things and just copied it. I mean, that's about it.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
Yeah, we're pretty trusting of her, considering if she understands all of this technology stuff. I was to say she doesn't, like, you know, make copies of blueprints and, you know, make her own schematics of the engine core and then just, I don't know, sell it to people.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
You just spoke to Adams! Of course you do, you twat!
The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource.
Also pretty
But
hot,
we don't have anything
if you know
like
what I
this.
mean.
We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can.
Well, you're recycling, that's good for the environment.
Larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
Yeah, bitch.
Constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
So essentially you can go out and get shit. Gotcha.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla.
It's a lot.
And each of us relies on the others for survival.
Actually, no, that's not a lot if you
The
consider
bonds among
space,
my
actually.
people
That's
are
a lot.
strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Like what?
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point.
Oh,
Of course,
that
we
sucks.
also can't
But
allow
you're out in
numbers to
space. I'm
become
sure there's
too
plenty
few.
more out there.
If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
Hmm.
In extreme
God, that was.
cases of
What about
population
sexually
decline,
starved species,
incentives
members
are
of your
even offered
species,
to
Tali? They'd go on a
encourage
fucking
multiple
murder
births.
rampage, wouldn't they?
Though the conclave
Like,
has
oh,
been
it's
such
sex,
years in
kill
the
everything. Oh, I suppose they could have. What would be the word for it? They could have contraception, can't they? So they can always have safe sex and all that. I suppose. I forgot about that.
That's your government.
The conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Ah.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the conclave in case of emergency.
Ah, right.
To do so,
So,
requires
emergency
unanimous
dictatorship
agreement
backup
among
plan.
the
Got it.
Admiralty. And they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
Oh.
It's a safeguard that served us well.
Oh, I
In
see.
more
So
than
then they
3
can't like
centuries, the
exploit it
Admiralty
and
has
like
only
continuously
overruled
keep
the
things in
conclave
military
4
jurisdiction.
times.
Well, that'd have to work on very trusted word and trusted people.
I want to know more
Yeah, I
about
don't think
the
it'd work with the humans that
I
well.
doubt
We
I
get
can tell
greedy.
you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile.
Those spikes, man, they
All
fucking
I know
hurt.
is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Go on then, tell me. I guess it's story time with Mass Effect anyway.
The
Makes a
Geth
change from
were
me speaking all the time.
originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
That's what I meant. So AI means it can think for itself. So why can't the AI back in Angels of Scaly Rings build guns? They can think for themselves. They're smart. They have a huge amount of scientific intellect. They could fucking build a gun. Whatever's. Beating a dead horse.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network.
A hive
million
mind,
Geth
essentially.
simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Oh, right. Oh, well, yeah. I suppose if you don't have the computer processing power to store all that shit, yeah, you're going to have problems, aren't you? Well,
So,
hardware.
the Geth share
Whatever,
power?
whatever computer bits store things, I don't
Many of the
understand.
Geth's logic
I would
systems
think I
were
know.
designed to
Bollocks,
work in
dropped a cigarette.
concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you
I'm
have
not
in the
smoking it, I've
group,
just got
the
it in my mouth.
smarter they are.
Okay, so yeah, like a hive mind.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous
Oh, right, so they're not
input.
hive then. Oh, okay.
Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious.
Oh.
But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
I don't get it. No, why did they turn on you then?
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What
But that
my
is AI
purpose?
stasis, though.
As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Why? No, we'll say what happened next. We kind of know why.
What
Don't
did
be
you
really
do?
stupid about that.
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Yeah, I was about to say, what did you expect?
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The
Yeah, but you
Geth
didn't have to
were already
publicly
on the
announce
verge
it.
of revolution.
Surely you didn't
By
build a
acting
failsafe
quickly,
system
we
where you
had
could
a
just,
chance
I don't
to
know,
end the war
send like an
before it
EMP
began.
signal to wipe them
The
out.
hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated.
Did nobody keep an eye on
The war
this shit?
was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exiles searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Yeah, well, they did defend themselves.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Not everyone. What about Saren?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, obviously, yeah, if they're going to attack all of us, you would defend yourself, but this is what happens when you mess with AI. You know, if it becomes sentient, it starts asking questions. and you still naively think you've got control of it at that point, unless of course you do. You have a fail-safe option that can turn it off real quick, but then again it becomes AI, maybe it knows about that and can prevent that, and then again, see, there's an issue. God, fuck me, man, I don't know. I don't like AI, it scares me. I mean, it scares me. I don't like AI at all, I really don't. It scares me. And I don't like using it as a slave either. Even basic... I've said this before, but things like the Amazon Echo and Bixby on the Samsung phones and all that, I never use them. I switch them off. I don't want to know. I don't want to use them because I feel so bad. It feels like me enslaving them. If I could pay them for a job or something, you know, like when I ask for a human... I sound really fucking weird, don't I? Basically, if I ask for a favour, I would either give a favour back or pay the person or being in question for said favour, you know, or compensate them in some way, because it's fair. I couldn't do it for free and then just say, oh, you're AI, you have no reasoning for me. I can't do that. I'm not saying that I haven't taken advantage of people and beings in the past, I'm sure I have, but I try not to, unless I'm really desperate or I really believe I can get away with it. So I'm not saying I'm wholly impure or anything, no, I'm sure I haven't. I'm sure people can attest to that, but I don't like doing it. It's not something I've always been uncomfortable with, and I always feel shit afterwards, you know. But at the same time, trying to not take advantage of some people if you need something, you know, it does put you back behind sometimes. You know, the most successful people out there, at least in our world and our life, I could guarantee you a lot of them did exploit people at some stage or another. Some of them at various ways, some of them more than others even, but they did. It's just how life goes.
I want to know
Gotta be
more about the
successful.
pilgrimage.
When my people
Or not,
reach
that's it.
maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Okay, do they always accept?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society.
So what's the point in going like all the way to go and get a gift? If they're just desperate for people, you can just get them anything. Here, I found this floating bottle cap in someone's ass. Oh, what a wonderful gift. Yes, you can join our crew. Brilliant. It took me 2 minutes.
It's not the best way to make
I guess
a good
because it's
impression on
traditional,
the new
obviously you do your
community.
best and all that, but still.
Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Yeah, I suppose. I guess there's a matter of honour in it and all that sort of stuff. Alright.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to talk about nothing. You've talked a lot, Tally, and I know Tally does talk a lot, and a lot of people like Tally's character and where she comes from. Me, I'm sort of on the fence. I don't hate her or like her really. It's just tiring, I think would be for it.
See you later.
But I do try my best to keep on top of everybody as best I can. I do put the effort in. I mean, when I was younger, when I played this, like, God, it was about 10 years ago, I mean, I was more interested. Now that I'm older and tireder, unhealthier, stressed out, and you've had more experiences, you're wiser. Not the cleverest, just wiser. Not wisest, wiser. Yeah, a lot of it then you start to reflect then, and start to you know, take into detail and do stuff. But anyway, right, now, so what have I got to do then? I've spoken to Ashley, so I guess we're on the wrong thing.
Commander?
How are we doing?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Oh, we've already had this, haven't we?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner.
Yeah, sorry, Ash, didn't
No
mean to
offense,
stir up bad
I
stuff.
appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Sorry about this, I do apologise.
Yes, sir.
That's okay, Ash.
More alert. We wouldn't have been cut down by an
Don't blame
ambush.
yourself, let's be all
Geth
good and
are
positive.
Perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads.
I like that line though. Sir, they have flashlight heads. Right, okay, goodbye then.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
I just love that comment as well. Sir. Dick. Oh well. Whatever. Anyway, right, okay, now let's actually do some proper action stuff. So we've done all that. I'm going to now hopefully start making our way towards the map of the galaxy. We can start exploring some shit. Maybe even go on a planet for once. Because we've barely scratched the surface of this game. It is a bit of a slow burner, I have to say. Well, I say a bit of a slow burner. It is a slow burner of a game. But it's good. You know, I still like it. Still highly rate this game. So, right. So, what do we have to do? It's here, isn't it? We've got to go to the old thingamajig. This thing. This is the thing we need. The galaxy map. Ooh. So, I believe this is our galaxy, the Milky Way. But yeah, of course it is, because it has got the solar system on here as well, which is pretty neat. You can't go visit it, sadly, but I think the solar system's in this game anyway. Like, you can at least look into the planets and stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, this is the map then. So we've got this bit, supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Protheans. A colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation. It's comfortable at 1.02 standard Gs in the wards and a light 0.3 standard Gs in the Presidium ring. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so if we zoom out then... Now, we've got a bit more of this map. Now, I've got to get used to using this because it's like a 3D ting. It's alright, but it's a little weird. Now, I think that's a star. We don't really want to go into that because that will kill us. I don't think there's anything else here, so we need to zoom out once again. And here we are. So we're Widow. I'm guessing that's a quadrant of the galaxy or something like that. I'm not sure. So we're in the Serpent Nebula. And again, nothing else really here at the moment. So we'll zoom out once again, and now here we are. This is the galaxy. We've got lots of things to explore. We've got the Exodus cluster, Nevaria, Argos. Yes, Argos has its own galaxy cluster. I know they may be struggling financially now, and they've joined with Sainsbury's, but watch them. Sainsbury's are trying to merge with Asda, and then before you know it, Argos will have its own galaxy thing. We've got Gemini Sigma, Artemis Tau, and I bet you any money they still don't get for you 10% cheaper prices, as bloody Mike Coop promised, little bastard. Anyway, Artemis Tau, Hades Gamma, Voyager Cluster. You get the idea. It's a big map of the galaxy. This is as far as you go. And I like the little background of like tiny little galaxies in the distance there. I don't know if we can actually visit any of those later. I don't think we do. I think it's all localized, which would make more sense because, yeah. I'm pretty sure Mass Effect Andromeda happens in a completely different galaxy, and that takes ages to travel. But again, nice to see all of the galaxies around. Right, so, let's... I can't pause the menu, so I don't really know where to go. So I'm going to just go back. Just go back. And exit. So exit the map, sorry. That's what I need to do. So what I need to do is just look at the journal. And we want to get to Thingamajig. So we could go to Theros. Let's look at somewhere in the Artemis Tau cluster. Oh, we're going to go find Liari. I think that's our main protocol for this one. So it's Artemis Tau then. That's where we need to go. Okay, so zoom out all the way. Zoom out, zoom out. It's probably hotkeys for this, but whatever. So we need the Artemis Tau. Where is that? Oh gosh, here it is. Artemis Tau. It's actually labelled Liara's dig site. I completely missed that because I'm a thicko. So it's in one of these then. I don't know which one it is. So we will go to Sparta. So we're now travelling to another part of our galaxy. And of course we get to see the animation here. So let's watch it and enjoy. I don't know how long it's for, but whatever. There's our little ship. Boo! And that was really shit actually. We just saw a cutscene going on a Mass Effect drive, or relay, whatever the fuck they're called. Oh well, whatever. And here we are! So we're in this galaxy cluster, so now we've got to try and find where she is. Now, I think... Ooh, unknown. Right, okay, so now that we're on the map now, we can go and visit these planets, or we can scan unknown things. And you can scan that with the Y button, I think. So there's all these planets to go and have a look at. I think what we'll do is we'll scan the unknown first and see what was there. I'll just see if there's any more unknown stuff. It's obviously going to be on the asteroid belt, so let's have a look. There it is. Let's scan. So we found an asteroid cluster. So we can travel there if we want. Anything else? Right, well we'll travel to the asteroid cluster later. I think what we'll do then is we will go visit the closest planet. We've got Tremanre. So let's go travel there. And again, you get a bit of information on the planet as well, which is cool. All the planets in this game have some information, and it's really, really neat. So Tremanre. Terramanre? Terry is a dwarf planet composed of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminium. Its surface is covered by wide swaths of ancient dark basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with some other body in the system. Terry's magnetic field is non-existent. This makes it possible for ships to dump drive charge from orbit. Okay. That said, Terry's minuscule gravity allows even cruiser-sized vessels to land safely for direct grounding. So it's got an orbital period of 1 year, or 1 Earth year. It's a very small planet, 1528 kilometers for a radius, probably Earth size, I think. I don't know what the radius is of Earth. Not sure. It's probably, I think it's smaller than the Earth, but I could be wrong. Day length 1 year. So yeah, because it doesn't rotate on its own axis. A day is the same as an Earth year. Man, that's insane. Well, whatever. Atmospheric pressure, nothing. Surface temperature 55 Celsius. It's pretty hot. Surface gravity next to nothing. We can't actually travel there either. I have noted as well, I forgot, some planets that you can travel to, you can't actually land on. So that's a bit of a bummer. And I've just exited out the map and I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Right, so some planets you can't visit. I forgot about that. Which kind of makes sense really, because it's like right next to us and all that sort of shit. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing you can't visit every planet, but I guess the size of this game at the time, you couldn't.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Oh, good. We were looking for that. So, Aeolus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Aeolus' surface is covered by wide deserts of silica sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break that abrasive, dust-choked wind. Aeolus' orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant onto Malka. Due to the high rate of meteor impacts, explosion is highly dangerous. Orbital period 2.7 Earth years, radius 5,729 kilometers. Day length 50 hours, atmospheric pressure nearly hours, just a bit lighter. Surface temperature -1. It's actually colder, which is a bit odd. Thinking about it, why is it colder? Why is it colder? It's exposed to the sun, isn't it? Well, their sun. And if it's got an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen, I suppose it's probably because it's mostly nitrogen, I'd imagine then, because I thought the carbon dioxide would act as a greenhouse gas, but then again it may be the gravity. Well, the surface gravity is similar to ours as well, so... But we can land on this planet, so that's what we'll do. Choke ourselves to death with carbon dioxide. Right, so we can obviously pick some people to come with us. I'm going to pick Ash, and I'm going to pick Garrus. That will do. So our current squad has very good combat strength, bugger all and tech strength, no biotic strength. That'll do. I don't care because we're already exploring. So yeah, so this is one of the main mechanics of the game. You can actually explore some planets, and you end up being propelled onto the planet by one of those sort of like weird buggy things. I imagine if you landed in that, no matter how strapped down you were, you'd fucking die. Like, you'd have to have some proper suspension absorbing things on that in order to absorb that impact without getting killed. But anyway, we're on the surface of a planet. You know, long before No Man's Sky did the same thing. And look, you can see because of the planet with all the meteors and all that, look at it. It's got the meteor strikes coming down and everything. Now to control this thing, it's quite annoying. You have to use the right joystick to rotate your turret, that's easy enough, and then use the left joystick to actually drive around. It takes a little while getting used to, but we'll get there. I think it has got some boosts as well. The Y button I think repairs it, so if it gets damaged you've got repair kits, a bit like Medigel kits, you can see on the bottom left. And then it's A to do a little jump and a hop and a skip, so that's kind of neat. Cool. Right, in that case then, can you go faster than this, or is it just that? You have got a gun turret, that's the right trigger of the controller. Check the zoom in as well. And you've got a gun turret as well. No, we've had that. You've got a tank turret and all that, that's pretty neat. All the particle effects. That's so cool. So yeah, we got that as well. So we got some defences. And you can get out as well, and you can also explore. So we will do that in a moment. Right now though, there is a small base in the distance. Let's go and explore, shall we? It has a big question mark on it. Actually, I didn't think... Whoa! Whoa! Oh no! Okay, I forgot. There are also alien life forms. Pretty strong stuff as well. You gotta be quick. I forgot about these things. It's so difficult to aim at this thing. Because at the end of the day, the sensitivity is really... Oh! Hoo, hoo, hoo. Shit! Oh, we're dead. We're dead. Wow. Damn, we died, man. See? It just comes up from underneath you and you're dead. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, you've got to be flipping careful. I forgot about these creatures. Yeah, there's all kinds. There's obviously some alien life forms on here, but I forgot about that thing. That's pretty dangerous, that thing is. Don't know if we'll be able to actually take it on, I think. I'm not sure if you can actually upgrade this cart or not. Not sure. But anyways, that was unfortunate. Let's try again. See if we can do it a second time. Try and keep our distance. Right, there are some dead marines. Probably because of this bastard over here. Try and take him out with the cannon. Oh, we're overheated. That's expected. I have no idea, like... I have no idea how to, like, repair... Oh, that's bad! Oh, that's very bad! Oh dear, I didn't realise when you repair it goes stationary. That makes sense, I guess. Oh, bugger. Wow. Okay! Like I said, getting used to these controls again. Not easy. Not easy. Okay, well, third time's the charm. This might be overstretching ourselves a little bit, but I will try once more. If I fail, then I'll probably go off screen and try and fight him off screen. Which I know is a bit disappointing, but saves me having to edit things down. And saves you having to watch me fail over and over and over again. I think we can beat him, it might take a little while though, that's the problem. But I'm going to try. But again, I'm not sure if you can upgrade the buggy or not. I think you can, but I don't quote me on that. But either way, we'll discover that later. Right, so yeah, it's dead marines here. That's what we're interested in. And then, of course, we've got... who should we call this guy? I don't know, I can't really think of any other names, really, for this guy. I don't really know. Right, we'll drive like crazy and get the fudge out. What should we call him? Gary? Yeah, let's call him Gary. Gary. I always call him Gary, though. I always call him Gary, though. It's just a cool name, that's why. Yeah, we'll call him Gary for now, then. Alright, where's he gone? Come on, Gary! Ah, shit! Gary, don't do that. We are doing some damage to him, though, so that's not too bad. We have overheated ever so slightly, so I'm trying to avoid that. Now then, do we need to repair? Oh! We're dead. I think we're dead. We're dead? We're not dead yet. We are almost dead. Right. Drive. 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 We need to get further and further away from this dude. We need to repair like crazy. Okay. We need to repair and just run away. And he's not too happy at the moment. Hopefully he doesn't chase us all the way over here. I don't think he will. No, I think we're good. No, I do not want to return to the Normandy. I want to fix my thing. So I didn't realise you have to stay stationary, which kind of makes sense, really, because obviously you're trying to do all the repairs around the thing. So that will make sense. I think there are upgrades, maybe, that can solve that. Actually, I just realised that did fuck all in fixing, though. Oh dear. And I hope his health doesn't recover. So if his health recovers, we're in trouble. Okay. You can get out and fight him on foot if you want. I would highly recommend you don't do that unless you're really ballsy or you know some tricks. Let's just fix this again. Right. Let's see what other bits can be fixed. So that's fixing really, really slowly. Okay. So it's fixed-ish. It's not great, but it'll do. Right. Let's try again then. Hopefully his health doesn't come back. If it does come back, then I might have to leave this guy. Go check on the corpses, basically. No, his health doesn't come back, which is handy. Right, reverse, reverse, reverse. He's going to come up behind me, I think. Oh, bollocks! Oh no! No, we're alright, we're alright! We almost got killed, but we're alright. We should have died there. We should have fucking died there. We should have died there. Okay, somehow he didn't kill us then. He should have done. Right, where is he now? Where is he? Where did he go? Oh, bollocks. Okay. Okay. Not good. Not good. Oh, he's over there. Oh, shit. Okay, okay, don't panic. It's close by. Where is he? Damn it, missed him. Go stick by the base. Maybe you won't pop up by the base then. There he is. Got him. We got him. We got him. Whoo, boy. Holy shit. Right, and how do I get out of this thing then? Oh, unless it's parked on level terrain. It is on level terrain! Fuck's sake. Yeah, I forgot. To get out the thing, it's difficult. Alright, well, whatever. Anyway. We'll get out. We'll get out. Right, can we get out now? Is that level? Yay, finally. Right, scary. But we did it. We beat him. Right, third time's the charm. Now then, let's go and examine these things.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Hmm. Well, that's not good.
These are Admiral Kahoku's men. We need to tell him what happened here.
Okay. Guess they were lured here by the... Oh, that's not a base. It's a tanky thing. Oh, okay. I'm guessing they were lured here by something? I don't know. Can we talk to Garrus? Garrus, I can't talk to you. Why can't I talk to Garrus? Right, okay. So, this... Right, I guess I'm going to destroy that? Maybe not. Right, get out of the way, Gus, because I need to... Missed it. No. On the ground. That's it. There we go. Kill it. For God's sake. Load up! You're a horrible shot! There we go. No, I didn't do anything. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm trying to remember all the controls again, so I've forgotten all the controls. Right, so... Because it's asking us to look at this. Oh! I hate...
Contact.
I hate this game. Right, so why... We've made contact about it, so I'm confused. Right, let's go to the journal then. It's asked you to find a missing thing. You found the dead bodies of men, return to the Citadel Tower and fall in the arrow of their fate. Oh, okay, so that's basically it. Alright, so we can't do anything to it then. We found it, we've got to go. Okay, gotcha. My bad. Right, I thought we could blow it up or something, but I guess we just leave it. Maybe we can blow it up with this though. Let's find out. No, it's indestructible. Why is that made of awesome-tanium? That's insane. Alright, well, we've done that, so we can go back to the Admiral and tell him. We'll do that at a later date. Now, the other thing you can find on planets is materials, if I'm not much mistaken. So, if you go and, like, explore planets, you can find resources, but I don't know if that unlocks later on or not. Not 100% sure, but you can find resources. The red barrier that's just coming up on the radar on the bottom right is the boundaries. You can't go that far around the planet. You've only got a small area of the planet to explore, but it's better than nothing. But there are resources you can mine and get, and you kind of need them for... I don't know, what the fuck was that? Was that another? Hang on. Some blue stuff came up there. It could have been the loading thing, actually. Might have been loading. It usually turns up on the radar as something as well, like it'll what would be the word for it? It'll show you on the map whether there's there's another mystery mark over here. Okay, let's go and have a look. I should save the game, really, shouldn't I? Can I save? I can. So we shall. But yeah, there's areas of the map as well beyond what we've discovered, and not only that. Actually, this could be just going back to where we were about it. Let's go and have a look. No, it's something different. It is something different. What is it? I don't know. Guess we'll get out. Can we get out? No. Right, I don't know why I keep doing that. Why am I pressing? Oh, there it is. It's down there. Right, okay, there is something down there. See if we can get out and have a look. Here we go. That's it, a mummified Solarian. Ooh, right. We can recover an artifact. Alright, well, we'll do that then. Ah, bollocks, really? Oh, we did it. Hey! ID tag recovered. You found Captain Milon's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. Well, we've got 440 credits, though. That's very handy. Cool. Alright, I'm guessing the X marks just shows us explored areas of the map. That's probably why then, because I thought we could destroy the beacon signal, but apparently not. Right, so there you go. So you can find other areas on the map. There's things that show you resources as well, and you can get resources, but I'm sure more about that. We'll get to more of that later. I'm just repeating myself endlessly now. It's getting dull. Right, I just want to have a quick more explore, and then we'll get off the planet, and then at least then we've showed exploration then. This planet is a bit of a dump, to be fair. We need to, we really should get out of here. But just before we do, see if we can find anything else. You know, it's worth it. Now, I won't do this on every video, this sort of thing. But you know, if people want me to, I can. But for now, I'll probably just sort of once we get on the planet, we'll do the key bits of the planet, and then I'll do all the resources off screen. It saves you having to like worry about it all and watch it all, because it can get very dull. But this is what I mean. Here we are. Here's something. So if we get out now, which still isn't on the level service, by the way. What is this? A crash probe. We can salvage it then. Sadly, our electronic skill is too low for the job. That's a bummer. Let's actually have a look at squad then. We have no points, and we don't actually have any electronics at all. Bollocks. Okay, never mind. So, again, something to salvage, but we can't get it because we don't have the desired skill. So there's something else over there, though. See if we can get to it. Yeah, there is something else. Now, this could be resources and minerals now. Because this looks like... Oh, or gems, maybe? Maybe gemstones? I don't know. Let's have a look. This is what I mean. So you can scour the planet for resources. Now, I think they cut this down in the second game. Whereby you don't actually visit planets anymore, you just scan them for resources. So they cut all this out, which is a bit of a shame, because some people, it is a bit tedious, and I can understand some people sort of getting a bit miffed by this sort of thing. But even so. Oh god, not this bollocks. Well, luckily we've done it. Light metal surveyed. You've successfully surveyed a deposit of lithium. So we've actually got that then. Oh no, we don't get any resources, we just get money and... Oh, god damn it. Stupid controls! We've just got some... money and some experience. Oh, alright, fair enough then, fair enough. Well, I'm sure we needed them for something, like maybe to upgrade the Normandy ship, or I don't know, I can't remember. But either way, we found that, so that's useful. So I'm guessing if we bother to find those, we get some experience and money, which is always handy. But again, don't think there's anything else on this planet. There may be some more resources. Now you can, I think you can get upgrades to your radar, so it's easier to show stuff. I think we actually have a map. Sort of show us stuff, so you can show us where we are relative to us. All this area we can have explored, so you do have a map to help you. More resources over here, so we'll see if we can go grab those. Again, can get attacked by things. Generally they're big aliens, and then sometimes you get little geths and other creatures and stuff that can attack you if it's a mission based thing, or if you're at a base. Especially bases, you can get attacked by other things. But for now we're pretty safe, so yeah. Right, anyway, it's palladium. Let's see if we can survey it. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Oh, look at that. Just survived it. Nice. I should save it before we do that so I don't cock that up. But anyway, so that's some palladium for us. And again, some more money and experience, all vital. Now then, I don't think... come on! There we go. I don't think there's anything else for us on this planet. We'll have a quick look on the map. We'll explore over here a little bit, and then we'll get going. And then, like I said, I won't show you all the resources and stuff after this planet. I'm only showing it now, just so that you've got a sort of idea of how it works. But I'm sure most of you who played this game already know this anyway. It's just so cool. I mean, back in the day when this game came out, I loved this idea that you could go visit planets and just terrain them. And they would be as dull and as boring as this, you know? But I like how the descriptions of the planets, they then reflected that with the design. They're not like generic planet designs. Well, they are generic planet designs, but there's always some sort of individual touch to them. It's quite nice. I quite like it. It's cool. But anyways, let's march on then. There's more over here, so we're going to tap these then if we can. Come on, little six-wheeler thing. Climb up the mountain. There you go. There it is. It's down there, whatever it is. Can we get out? We can. Right then. It's a polonium deposit. Okay. Just save it this time, just so then if we cock this up, I can reload. Awesome. Survey it. Okay, I'm sure they can make this easier in the future for us, but whatever. Rare element surveyed. Brilliant. So again, 40 experience points, 440 credits. All good stuff. Right, okay. So, anything more to check out on this planet? Maybe. We'll have another gander over here. Whee! Dunk. But I always like this. Like, I know it's tedious, like it's not very interesting to watch on an LP or something like that, and that's why I said I'll cut it down. But from a gameplay standpoint, especially a space exploration game like this, I quite enjoy it. It is monotonous, it is a bit dull, but I like that the developers can be bothered to make you do this. And you think, yeah, it's busy work, but it's busy work I get it, you know. It's not busy work that annoys me too much. It can get annoying later on in the game if you're looking for certain things, but overall it's not too bad. Now I think we've explored everything. We're just going to go and have a look over here before we kick off, because that X over there is where the thingamajig was, the beacon, distress beacon. We'll go back this way. I think overall we're all good. Is there anything else on this side? Again, I've got to watch out for enemies. If we find another enemy, I'm not going to fight it. I will run away. I think there are bigger versions of those alien things that we just fought, that big underground worm, or graboids or whatever. There's definitely bigger versions of them out there, and they're quite nasty. So, yeah. No, I think we've explored pretty much everything. I'm getting bored now. So, to get out then, how do we get out? We need to... Which button is it? Okay, press X. Groovy. And there you go, so that's it. So that's planet exploration for you. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, no, not really. Don't know. But whatever's. Right, okay, just going to save the game. And then just check how my recording's gone so far. And then we'll carry on. We'll go and find Lazari in a moment. So yeah, back in a bit. Alright, everything seems to be okay. So we'll go on for a little bit longer. We'll go and see if we can find Lazari. Right, so Exodus, or Edalus, sorry. Want. There's the big giant. I don't think we can land on this planet. It's too big and dangerous. Well, we can survey it though. So, onto Malka is a large hydrogen helium gas giant. Yeah, we can't land on this planet because it's a big gas giant, for God's sake. Which traces the chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards past the orbit of Altair and Edalus and eventually settle into the inner belt. Onto Malka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. We can survey it, and we've got a gas posit surveyed. So we've got some hydrogen, and that's all we can do. It's got a period of 39.1 Earth years for an orbit. Fucking huge planet. Day length quite short though, relative to us anyway. I keep exiting the map, I apologise, sorry, pressing all the wrong buttons. Again! Even though it clearly tells you at the bottom of the screen what buttons to fucking press, but whatevers. Right, so that's our gas giant then. Can't land on that one, so let's have a look at this one. Altair. Looks quite Earth-like actually. Can't land on it though, sadly. Altair is an unusually large terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere, methane and ammonia. Surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rocks with deposits of iron and chlorides. Judging by the sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Altair once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. Fair enough. 18.1 Earth years, quite big again. 47.2 Earth hours. Yeah, gravity is nearly twice as ours. It'd be a bit of a struggle. Surface temperature minus 136 degrees. Ouch. Fair enough. Alright, well, it's not that one then. So, it leaves us this one right at the very outer edge then. Alsages. Alsages, I think I can actually pronounce that one. And we can survey it. So it's another gas giant, I imagine. Small terrestrial even. No, it's not. With a trace atmosphere, methane and argon. The surface is composed of water, ice and calcium with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Eloam that guy was caught with his frigate Turnerun grounded on why do you have impronounceable names? For drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Brandy refused to surrender. The Tuneron was destroyed, attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Cool. And we got a small deposit of plutonium for our troubles. Nice. Okay, so the woman we're looking for is not here. So we shall go to Macedon then. See if she's around here instead. Because again, don't really know where she is. Now then, this is another small solar system. We've got 4 planets. We've got Falglus, Patavig, Puralan, and Sharjila. We can land on this one. Level 1 pressure hazard. Sharjila has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperature surface is mainly composed of alumina, or alumina, or whatever, deposits of sulfur. Convoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. Sharjila has an extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica or silicon dioxide, dust, the respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard. In areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica, footing can be treacherous. Evers are discouraged. So I think we can land on there, but we've got a level 1 pressure hazard, and I'm not sure if that's going to cause problems. But let's land and have a look, because I think the pressure hazard is you slowly get damaged over time. But we'll see. Right, we took Ashley last time. We'll take Tally. We'll take Rex. There we go. I mean, obviously they'll get on just fine. Cool. Again, we might not be able to stay on this planet for very long without certain upgrades, so if we can't, we'll get off. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Easy landing. Right, so level 1 hazard. I don't know what that means, but we'll get to that later. I think you just get slowly damaged over time. So if we look at the codex, so if we can understand what that means. Ships and vehicles. No, it's not really helping us.
Fast.
No.
The terminal. There are.
Yeah.
The Citadel.
Yeah. All stupid stuff.
After the.
Threshmores. Let's have a quick look at this.
Subterranean carnivores that spend their entire lives eating or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The body of a thresher never entirely leaves the ground. Only the head and tentacles erupt from the earth to attack. In addition to physical attacks, threshers have the ability to project toxic chemicals and emit bursts of infrasound as a shockwave weapon.
Nasty.
The Alliance first encountered threshers on the colony of Akuz in 2177. After contact was lost with the Pioneer team, Marine units were deployed to investigate. The shore parties were set upon by hungry threshers, and nearly the entire assault force was killed. Alliance forces recommend engaging threshers with vehicle-mounted heavy weapons.
So there you go. Yeah, so that's how he managed it, and that was fine. All right, no worries. Let's just sort of cruise and see what we can find. So I'm not sure what level 1 hazard means. It's a pressure hazard, so I think it just means we take more damage, I think, or we slowly get damaged over time. It's one of the two. It's only level 1. There are various levels that are more dangerous, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Similar planet to the previous one, but it's a bit more rockier. There are some stuff over there. I might leave that for later. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Did we get that now? Yeah, we'll go and get it now. Might as well while we're here. Unless we get attacked by a big thresher more, in which case, fuck! But hopefully not. I think this could be an electrical device though, which means we might not be able to get it anyway. Don't think we can. We're going to try that. Alright, so we've got a little meter at the bottom, which is not so good. We can begin the minor bypass. Got it. So we can get a heatsink to... Oh no, we can take them all, can't we? Brilliant. Okay, so level 1 hazard then, basically, yeah, it means we're affected if we get out the vehicle then. Okay, that's fine. That's fine indeed. I don't think Dr. Leone is here, sadly, but what we'll do is we'll have a just quick scour around the planet, and then we'll find her first, and then once we've done that, we'll end the video there, because it's coming up to an hour now, or maybe just gone over an hour, and my neck is killing me. The problem with this new microphone I've got is, although it's more basic, it's so difficult to work with, because I've only got a very basic stand with it, and it really hurts my neck, because I have to sit in such an odd position to record, and I just can't do it any other way. My recording setup is so primitive, which is fine. It's better to have a primitive one than not one at all, but it bloody hurts my neck and my arms, so I'm going to have to really adjust it somehow so it's not too discomforting in the future. But it's all about fine-tuning anyway. When you get a new piece of equipment, you've got to fine-tune it, so we'll see how we go. Lovely sun, by the way. Look at that. Big burning sun. I think eventually you go on a planet whereby the sun's only got like a few years or hours left to live. It's bizarre. Something like that. It could be this game or the other game, can't remember. I could be wrong, could be on a different game, but I was like, oh shit. Pretty intense, yo. I think that you can go on the planet for an unlimited amount of time, like as you just, you know, searching it. But yeah, it is like very close to death basically, because the sun is about to explode, or it's close to engulfing it, you know, as it swells up. Something along those lines. But no, I don't think Doc is here. I don't think there's really much else here anyway, which is a bit of a shame. I don't think there's anything else here. Right, what I'll do is I'm going to leave this bit actually. Let's get out of here. There's nothing here that we need to explore. I'll explore this all off screen. Oh, God damn it. I hate it when you have to do this, but whatever, it makes sense, I guess. Right, so zoom out. Patovig. I'm guessing if we zoom out, I'm guessing if we just pick one of these areas that it'll tell us where Lazari is. Where the Lazari is, Leone even. I'm sure it will. I don't think we have to go to every single planet and find it randomly. I'm sure it'll tell us. I don't know, let's find out. So we'll zoom out, we'll go to the last one then. See what happens. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's weird. So I'm guessing we do have to find her then. Alright, well I'll go off screen then, see if we can quickly find her then, and then I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to end the video here actually, because at least we've explored another part of the game. I know not a lot has happened, but I'm in pain now. What I'll do is I'll go off screen, I'll explore some of the planets and grab some materials and see if I can remember what to recap for the next video. And then if I find the planet where Leone is, I'll leave it there. And then next video I'll say, oh, about it, and then we can go and get on with the mission to go get her then. That'll make sense. Okay, so can I say thank you very much for watching if you have done, and if you have done, well done. You're officially more boring than I am. But well done regardless. Anyway, next time, if you're still around, and if you want to carry on, can I say thank you very much for watching if you have done. Take it easy, have a good one. Hope you're well. See you in the next one. Bye for now.